The story of Tim the Bear Inventor and the Rainbow Dream Catcher. On a dusty but very cosy attic, among old suitcases and forgotten bicycles, lay the Toy City. Here lived plush dogs, wooden soldiers, plastic dolls, and, of course, Tim the Bear. Tim was no ordinary bear. He was the engineer-inventor of the Toy City. His workshop was located in an old cardboard hat box, and his tools consisted of paper clips, threads, and broken clock springs. Tim's proudest and most wonderful invention was the Rainbow Dream Catcher. It was a small but very complex machine, a hollow glass tube wrapped in thin copper wires with a piece of mother-of-pearl button attached to the top. At night, when all the toys were asleep, the dream catcher would gently vibrate and collect the brightest and kindest dreams, and in the morning, Tim could show them to everyone on the inside of a soap bubble. Thanks to it, even the oldest and most forgotten toys remembered how much fun they had playing with the children. The plot. The disappearance. One morning, Tim woke up to find his cardboard workshop suspiciously quiet. He stretched out his paw to turn on the dream catcher, but his paw hit empty space. "What a plush nightmare," Tim mumbled, wiping his glass spectacles. The Rainbow Dream Catcher was gone. All that remained on the table was a thin, barely noticeable golden thread that stretched from the table towards the workshop exit, as if someone had dragged the invention away without much care to cover their tracks. Tim picked up the end of the thread. Without the dream catcher, the Toy City would lose its most wonderful memories and become grey. He had to set off immediately. Chapter 2. The Journey Upwards. Bear. Tim tightly clutched the golden thread and rushed out of his box. The thread led him not down into the dark corners, but upwards to the brightest spot in the attic. A tall, slightly fogged-up attic window. This doesn't look like a thief's path, Tim thought, climbing the stack of old encyclopedias that served as a ladder. The thread, like a thin, glowing path, led him to the sunbeam that fell through the glass. On the very edge of this ray, nestled against the frame, sat a small, very delicate creature. It was a butterfly named Goldflash, Zlatowspszka. Her wings shimmered with all shades of gold, and she looked very embarrassed. And next to her, tied with a thin spiderweb, hung the Rainbow Dream Catcher. The mother-of-pearl button on it sparkled, and the butterfly was trying to touch it with her antenna. Tim cautiously approached. "Excuse me, Goldflash," he said politely. This is the Rainbow Dream Catcher. Did you take it?" The Goldflash butterfly fluttered her wings guiltily, raising a cloud of pollen. Oh dear, Tim. Forgive me. I was flying by and I saw how it was shining. It looked like the most beautiful, rarest flower I had ever seen in this attic. I've been looking for so long. Chapter 3. The Sweet Secret. Tim looked at the butterfly. She was so small, and her eyes were full of sincere sadness and hunger. "Ah, Tim," sighed Goldflash, "I haven't seen real flowers in so long. Here, in the attic, there is only dust and old newspapers. And when I saw your catcher, it shimmered so beautifully, as if it was full of the sweetest rainbow nectar. I was so hoping to get some strength to fly to a real garden." Tim scratched his plush head. He couldn't be angry at a hungry friend, but his dream catcher couldn't be eaten. "Goldflash, you made a mistake," Tim said gently. "It's not a flower or nectar. It's a machine that catches colourful dreams. If you break it, all the toys will be left without the brightest memories." The butterfly lowered her golden wings. "What should I do? I feel like I won't have enough strength to fly even to the edge of the attic." Chapter 4. The Wing Accelerator. Tim quickly rushed back to his workshop. He clearly remembered that in the corner behind the jar of buttons lay an old, almost drained AA battery he had once found in a broken flashlight. And at the bottom of the box, he always kept a crumpled but shiny piece of chocolate foil. A perfect conductor. Tim the Bear concentrated. He quickly rolled 2 tiny, almost invisible wires from the foil. Then he attached them to the poles of the battery. "Hold on, Goldflash!" exclaimed Tim, returning to the window. "This is the flight accelerator," he explained to the butterfly. "You need to sit on the battery, and I will touch the tips of your wings with the ends of the foil. Don't worry, it's just a charge of energy, like morning exercises for a motor." Goldflash, trusting the bear, obediently sat on the old battery. As soon as Tim lightly touched her wings with the foil, a small golden spark ran through them. The butterfly trembled and felt an incredible surge of strength. Her wings shone brighter than ever before. "Oh, Tim, I feel like lightning," the butterfly happily whispered. "I have enough strength not just to fly to the garden, but to fly around the whole world. Thank you." Tim untied his rainbow dreamcatcher and carefully put it away. "I'm very glad I could help. But promise me that next time you see something very shiny, you'll ask first." "I promise," vowed Goldflash. Resolution. The butterfly said goodbye, made a farewell circle above Tim's head, and using all her new charge, darted out the slightly open transom, heading to search for real flowers. Tim returned to the toy city. He turned on his dreamcatcher again. And do you know what he collected first? The brightest, fastest, and most golden dream about Goldflash's flight, to show all the toys how a kind heart and a scientific approach can save even the hungriest butterfly. The end.